We'll see if anyone joins on a Friday night. It's Friday, right? I think so. You can give it a couple seconds. Another classic original art video from Athenium.com. And tonight we're going to take a look at Charles Glaubitz original art that just came in the other day. I'm really excited about this art. I think that these Star Seeds Volume 1 and 2 are pretty brilliant. I really want to get Charles on a live stream because I have lots of questions for him. Give it another minute to see if there are folks around with nothing to do on Friday night. I'd say I have nothing to do, but I have a lot of art stuff to do. Never ending. I guess we can start. Folks can come in if they want. Of course, it's always recorded anyway. But yeah, I wanted to show, Charles and I have been talking for a few months now, and he's been so busy finishing Star Seeds Volume 3. This is Volume 1, Volume 2. Third one is coming out from Fantagraphics in a few months, maybe. That it's taken a little bit of time for him to send me some pages, but I think it was well worth the wait. So here we go. So I'll just go through some of the pages that he sent. For those of you who read Star Seeds, I think there are a lot of different interpretations that you can take from the story, especially Volume 1. Doesn't give you a lot of context, and so I love sort of symbolic art, where a lot is left up to the reader to discern for themselves. But yeah, so I think I don't have actually all of the page numbers and labels for the art just yet, but I'm pretty sure that most of these pages are from Star Seeds, if not all of them. But I haven't double checked yet. This page is already sold, actually. Someone was so excited that Charles was joining that they put a claim on it very early on, and I think you can kind of see why. It's a gorgeous page. These are pretty big too. Grab my measuring tape. So this one's about 12 by 16 and a quarter, so good size. And I just love the use of blacks and whites here, and that face is really gorgeous and haunting. There's almost a Kirby-ness to Charles's work. I love, just you can tell that he loves playing with the form. I keep getting these giant pages from artists. It's funny. In small press world, a lot of the original art is much smaller than you would see in more traditional Big 2 art. 11 by 17 is the modern standard, and so typically you get like 9.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 12, and it's always fun to see these beautiful giant pages. I'd be curious to hear from Charles what tools he uses. This looks like maybe it's marker. Not sure. I guess it could be a brush. I mean, look at this. I mean, gosh. I was just showing these pages to my spouse. Again, for folks that are joining, we're looking at Charles Glaubitz, original pages that just came in. But I was just showing this to my spouse before I started the live stream, and she was saying, you know, I wonder how long it took him to do this. And I would imagine a very long time. Look at those little figures here. I love seeing the passion in the lines. Yeah, here's one of the characters from Starseeds. It looks like some of them are printed out with blue lines. This one, I can't see it as well. It'd be really interesting to see how closely he sticks to the blue lines. You can see it more. It's more sparse. He doesn't fill in the blacks as much on this piece. I'll have to compare it to the original or the printed page. Another beautiful one. It reminds me of the Southwest, or at least what I've seen of pictures of the Southwest. I've never traveled down there myself. You can see the blue lines here. Look at that. You can almost feel the wind blowing through their hair there. I think Charles is also really excellent at drawing action. And sometimes I think with artists, some artists can draw things really stiff, and I think Charles is really strong with giving folks some movement. You can see that, a good example in this one. Can't really say I know exactly what's going on in these books, but they are lovely pages. Had a really good conversation with Charles about sort of the thought process behind Starseeds and the long project that kind of led up to it. But I think he's better at telling that story than I am. I love anything with liquid or weather in it. I think it's so hard to do well. Look at that. Just so like his image is so pop, you know. They really draw your eye in. Speaking of liquid, I think, I mean, as a non-artist, being able to, you know, have so much going on, and yet these characters, these figures, are so clear in the frame. I just think that's so impressive. Oh, this one is upside down. Sometimes I can't tell what's right side up and upside down. Look at that, the energy. Really neat use of perspective, and you're drawing your eye up to the heavens. Oh, it's beautiful. But yeah, as I'm going through these tonight, I'm going to be scanning them, and if you're interested in taking a look at these early before they go up on the website, just let me know. As always, I hope that people, you know, we're a small outfit here at Athenium, and you know, we often like to open up original art before it goes up on the site. And it's not open just to like VIP collectors. It's open to anybody that's interested. You just give me a holler, and I'll share with you what art we have. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. sometimes it's amazing that I get to handle so many beautiful pieces of art. Look at that. Love the energy coming off that piece. I think this is a paste on here. Goes around like that. Some collectors like to have their art to be pretty pristine. I think a lot of these pages are immaculate, but I also like to see process in my originals. I like to see notes in the margins. I like to see paste ups. I like to see mistakes. I think it makes the art much more interesting, and it tells a story in a way that the printed page does not. And, you know, of course, I think a lot of artists would prefer, you know, the printed page is the page that's meant to be seen, but feels like you have a little, you know, ticket to what happens in that behind the scenes process stuff. And I just love knowing things that other people may not know. Oh, this is so cool. Look at the eyes on this person, thing, animal. I love this little. The other thing I love about Charles is that I've seen him work in a variety of styles and mediums, and he can create these very cute looking characters and then things that are much more kind of startling or challenging. And this is another beautiful page. Look at all that motion. And I think this is the last one. It's a good one to end on. Sort of parallel. Cut down in the middle. It's really interesting. All right, well, that's all the pages that I have from Charles. Again, hopefully these will be up on the website soon. But if you're interested in taking a peek at any of the scans, once I get those done, I'll be happy to share the link with you. Thanks for watching. Again, feel free to ask me any questions. If you ever have any, you can email me or catch me on social media. Also, I encourage you, if you haven't already, we have a really active Discord. It's got maybe 100 folks in it, and maybe 15 or 20 that are pretty active participants on a regular basis. But those are 15 or 20 folks are some of the most interesting art collectors I've ever seen. We have someone from Belgium, we have someone from Australia, we have big time collectors who spend lots and lots of money on art. We have small time collectors who are also sharing what they love and their passion for collecting art. We have some artists in there as well. So if you ever want to join a cool space, go check out our Discord, and you can find it on our website at atheniumcomicart.com. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next live stream. Have a good night.